Somebody mentioned in one of the comments that I run into probably some of the worst stuff people have ever seen, and this one's no different. I videoed this when I first saw it, and believe it or not, the owner opted to pay me to fix it. But we have a 24 unit building, 28 units, something like that. No heat, no hot water. I showed you the boiler. The boiler's a mess. There's parts everywhere. And I kind of noticed something, and this is something that if you pay attention, and you don't even need to be mildly familiar with a lot of the stuff I'm going to tell you, but if you notice, I have a little Grundfos 2699 installed, and this ridiculously large Taco Viridian was installed in its place. And since this is a turbo store, the tank is the actual boiler water and the coil inside is the heat exchanger. There's no head loss. A bunch of 2-inch pipe. The only head loss I really have is through this heat exchanger and this heat exchanger, and I'll explain why. So the head loss was nothing. And all I need is 32 gallons a minute to satisfy this tank. So reading pump curves is super easy. Now, again, are you supposed to take every fitting and deduct it? Yes. Head loss and feet of pipe? Yes. 2-inch pipe, typically there's very little head loss unless you get up into the little higher flow rates, but this is an emergency repair at any rate. So it seemed like it made sense, and I questioned my existence because I couldn't figure out why on earth that one was used. I think that was just used for energy efficiency. This thing got right up to temp. We're finally making hot water. So we have that going for us. Now, I will tell you that it's Saturday afternoon. The only way I can make this work and give these people hot water, they haven't had hot water for a month, by the way, is because this is our lead. This one they jumped out to run a constant set point, which is fine with me. So what I did was I looked, and since this boiler carries our domestic, I had to think why no one else could figure it out. And I don't know yet. I don't know. But what I figured out was if I can have this boiler fire, heat up my primary loop, and I could somehow get water through this domestic loop on this boiler, it would work. So what I did was I gave myself constant voltage to the boiler pump and constant voltage to the 2699, and I lowered my set point on the boiler. The heat doesn't work anyway. We have to go through it. So what that's doing is that's giving me, it's feeding water from the loop into our boiler loop. And although the boiler's not firing, I'm indirectly getting fired from that one. And then I'm pulling off of my regular old domestic supply and return so that I can charge my tank and get these people hot water. I lowered the set point so that the boiler runs at about 160, 165. And it's just going to run constantly till Monday, till we can talk to the owner and figure out what we have to figure out to move forward. It's a new client, so I usually get paid up front for stuff like this, which I did. And then we'll talk to the client about something else. But anyways, I have one more after this way up by Yukon, and I'm down in Hartford somewhere. And yeah, so that's my Saturday.